All right, guys. So, what a crazy week it's been, right? I mean, what a crazy week it's been. It's been very interesting. A lot of stuff going on this week. We have the GameStop. We have the couple hedge funds toppling because of it. We have AMC. We have Dogecoin. All that stuff is crazy. But first, let's focus on Bitcoin right now. So, depending on who you ask right now, we're kind of in what's called a triangle right here, and if it bursts up above, that'll be a buying signal. If it bursts below, that's very bearish. That's a sell signal. My TA is actually very terrible, but I mean, personally, all I think that's actually happening right now is that people and institutions who have gone in and don't actually believe in Bitcoin are taking their profits right now, as well as a bunch of FUD is being spread, and a lot of the FUD doesn't actually make that much sense. So like, a lot of the FUD I'm seeing, it literally does not. It's by people who aren't informed about Bitcoin. A good example is the double spend article that came out around the 21st of January. That was written by someone who doesn't understand Bitcoin or doesn't want to understand Bitcoin. Bitcoin cannot be double spent. So in short, blocks are competing in Bitcoin. There's a chance that two blocks can finish basically at the exact same time. And if that happens, then we go to the next block, and the next block kind of forces them together, and then it resolves. There's also the extreme remote chance that those will finish at the same time, as they create basically a web of finished transactions. It can go for a while. The thing is, by the time you get to 2 or 3 transactions, we're talking over a century of probability that something like that would happen. So apparently one block tying happens every so often, maybe every year and a half. 2 is like every half decade. 3 is like every half century. 4 is like every millennium, and it goes on and on and on from there. So it can happen. It's not a big deal. It'll be resolved in the next block, which is every 10 minutes or so. It's not a big deal at all. Someone took that and ran with it and decided to spread the FUD around and drop the price. Again, when exchanges or when large companies place their bets on Bitcoin and they want to win, they'll spread this FUD and they'll either win or lose big. So in this case, if you're an exchange and you want to manipulate the price, the more people buy, sell, trade, short, long on your exchange, you make money. So of course they want to spread a little FUD, especially as the price is. So the price of Bitcoin has risen. You're spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and you've cashed out as people are trading wildly now that you've introduced more volatility into a positive market. There we go. Again, just looking at this, just looking at the bottoms of the most recent month or so, we are in kind of a downward trough right now. Those tend to break to the upside. So it is what it is. The other thing we could have is that it dips lower and then goes back up. Again, this is all designed to scare all the people who bought in over 30K. That's all that's going on right now. They want to, they as in the large companies, the whales and the exchanges, want to ensure that they have the largest land grab possible, so they exclude you from the market. That's all that's going on. I'm not a trader. I don't believe in trading. Some people try their luck at it. I buy and hold, and that's how Bitcoin has tended to work. Let's go back to stock to flow just to take a look right now. This is just normal. For people who are saying that this bull run might be over, they aren't really paying attention. So let's just go to the previous bull run, for example. So this is 2016-17. So as we go up the model, as you can see, we bounce over the line several times of the stock to flow being the scarcity of Bitcoin and how that deals with the price, right? So, and then we shot over it by a degree. It basically tapped 20K and then went down and settled around 10 to 6K. It only went lower because of Bitcoin Cash and SV, which have been resolved. SV, everybody basically knows that's a scam now, so it's not a big deal. Now, if we look at ours right now, I'm going to zoom in. Essentially, the price, we've shot over the stock to flow line, and we're kind of settling back in. So again, if we trace it, now this is a projection, mind you, there's no crystal ball, but what I'm kind of looking at is, if we go down a little bit, that is April and July. So April is when the stock to flow should catch back up to 40K according to this chart. And then in July, by summer is when maybe we might see another push again. This is just me going off of stock to flow, because they're going up against what's called scarcity or supply shock. So when you're dealing with supply shock, there's not enough Bitcoin to go around, so the price has to go up. Why is there supply shock? Because of the halving that happened last May on the 11th. Essentially, what's happening right now is the exchange have announced on several forums that, hey guys, we need to slow down, we're running out of Bitcoin, in various coded messages. And so because of that, the Bitcoin supply is so low that it's hard for them to grab any, and it's basically the price will have to go up at some point, in my view. Now the thing is that are being produced. So we have PayPal, JP Morgan, Fidelity, MicroStrategy, Elon Musk, all buying Bitcoin at the moment, more than it is being produced per day. And the reason why the market isn't moved all the time is because they're buying over the counter. When you buy over the counter, they're buying a reserve of Bitcoin that was bought previously that is not connected to what's called the spot market. The spot market being the market that we see going up and down every day. So they aren't going to be affected by, they aren't going to affect the price that you and I see on, for example, Coin360 here, right? It's no big deal. So until then, they can play little games. They could even sell Bitcoin, right? They could sell Bitcoin and lower the price as they're buying over the counter. And then when it all kind of catches up to each other and all parties are forced to buy either from the miners or from the spot exchange, the price rockets up. And that's basically what happened in December, is that it all caught up with them. And then the price shot up 20 grand. Now, do you think that's over with the stock to flow price still yet to finish at around, June, July, October? In my view, that's a no. We have a long way to go. And we'll see what happens. Right now, Wall Street are placing shorts on Bitcoin wherever they can to try and hold the price down. The interesting part is that they aren't actually dealing in Bitcoin. They're buying shares of a money trade that bets for or against Bitcoin. And it's only the fact that it exists that influences, I believe, electronic traders. So the question is, why does it affect the price? Anyway, that's something that, I don't know. But for those of you who use Robinhood or Coinbase and notice that you've been locked out or trading, I found a new service, and I'll put this in the description later, called pay.sendawire.com. It allows you to buy using credit card for a nominal fee. You put in the Bitcoin address you want to send the Bitcoin to. You can choose even the type of funding you have. You can choose the coin that you want to buy: Bitcoin, ETH, DAI, USD coin, Tether, Binance coin, Geos USD, Paxos, Standard, I believe that's gold, and then just a Chainlink and a few others like that. And you can send it directly to an address with your debit card. Anything under $1,000 you can do that with this exchange. I think it's time that we get away from Coinbase and we get away from these companies that don't care about the space and shut down and lock people out, affecting the price. We should all be doing that. Other exchanges you can go to include, but are not limited to, Binance, Kraken, Shapeshift, HitBTC, Crypto.com, BlockFi, and there are more. There are more that if you look them up that you can pay with credit card or bank transfer. The only deal with credit card is that it is faster, but you often get more fees, somewhere between 2 to 10% depending on the website. But if you want to buy it fast, there you go. So here's one, and I'll put this in the description of all my future videos going forward. Now on to the giveaway today, guys. So today we're going to have a giveaway like we did last time on Marbles on Stream. So once again, if you comment and like my video or subscribe, I'm going to enter you into a marble race, and whoever wins this, in this case it'll be the top 4, will get a $10 prize in Bitcoin today, and I will send it to your address, and I'll post the proofs on the chat for this video. So let's go ahead and start the race, and here we go. Currently we have Mesa and Hard Dip. Howard, well, they have to go around this funnel first, and we will see what happens here. Nandini seems to be leading right now. Wow, Nandini way out ahead right now. There we go. Going around the turn right here. Nandini doing extremely well here as the marbles go down. Another splitting here, another splitting. Nandini doing extremely well here, as this is all just a gravity-based track here. Oh, wow. Okay. Payton Eaton, Nandini, Oliver Bell, and Dexter Flynn seem to be leading right now, but we'll see as we go into this obstacle. Looks like they went straight through it. Okay. Our congratulations. Nandini, Oliver Ball, Peter Eden, and Dexter Flynn will be the winners today. So I'm going to check on their addresses and send them Bitcoin within the next hour or so and post it onto the video. I'm checking my see final results. So Nandini Varma, see final results. Nandini Varma. So I'm going to double check and make sure that I have the right document here. There we go. All right, I have their address, I have their name. So you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope that everything goes well for you this week. Don't give into the FUD. I think that Bitcoin's going to do extremely well. We're just taking off. This includes all the altcoins too that are at the top. This is what's going to happen. Just hold and don't give up.